Hello everyone. Environment. What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear this word? Maybe a lush of green fields with lots of trees, or a river flowing amidst the mountains, or some animals wandering in the forest. These things surely are a part of environment, but when we talk of the environment as a whole, it is much more than that. Basically, anything and everything that surrounds us forms the environment. The physical surroundings like the air we breathe in, water bodies like rivers and lakes, soil and rocks, and all the living organisms like plants, animals, human beings, and even the microorganisms like bacteria and fungi, which cannot be seen with the naked eyes, everything together forms the environment. Now, all these things that are present in the environment continuously keeps on interacting with each other, and it is through this interaction only that a perfect balance is maintained in the environment. By maintaining balance, we mean stable existence of life in which organisms of different species coexist in a way that diversity is maintained. All species except human interact with the surrounding environment in a natural way. Human is the only species that changes the environment according to its will, and it has affected the environment adversely. For example, a predator like tiger kills the deer because the deer is the food to the tiger. It is quite a natural thing that the tiger kills the deer because it is necessary for its survival. But if human kills the deer for sports, it is not natural. So, when humans do such kind of unnatural things, the balance in the environment gets disturbed. Another way in which humans disturb the environment is by adding their waste to the environment. Have you ever wondered what happens to the waste that you throw away? Before answering this question, let's discuss one phenomenon. We have studied in our earlier chapter of life process that the food is broken down into simpler substances by the enzymes. These enzymes are specific in nature, which means they do not digest all the food that we eat. Rather, they break down only certain kind of materials. Similar to this, the waste materials that we throw away are also classified. Now, there are some waste materials which can be broken down into simpler substances by bacteria and fungi, while there are some waste materials which cannot be broken down into simpler substances. The waste material which can be broken down into simpler substances by biological process is called as biodegradable, and the substances which cannot be broken down are non-biodegradable. So, we can say that the waste materials can be classified into biodegradable and non-biodegradable. Now, coming back to our question, what happens to the waste material that we throw away? The biodegradable waste will decompose and seep into the soil, but the non-biodegradable waste will pile up. The non-biodegradable waste material is also acted upon by physical process like heat and temperature, but it would take thousands of years to decompose into simpler substances, and therefore they persist in the environment for a longer period of time. This will pollute the environment and hence create an imbalance in the nature. So, in this video, we got a glimpse on what an environment is. In the forthcoming videos, we will see how balance is created and maintained in the environment. We will also discuss the different impacts that humans have had on the environment and also see some of the methods to minimize the pollution of the environment.